So go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can multitask. So what we're talking about, if you're not, first of all, hi, I'm Tracy. Go ahead and start. Okay, I've repeated myself 87 times now. So, and I'm frozen. You can still hear me though, right? Okay, there we go. Okay. So we send friend requests and we hope that people answer them. But just recently, somebody showed us how to delete friend requests that you've sent that people did not accept, because it's like this whole pipeline that's being clogged up by these things just sitting there. So if you go on your Facebook on your phone, don't go to your profile, just be on Facebook. And I have an Android, so mine's at the top. I believe iPhone people are at the bottom. You'll see the menu button for mine is 3 lines. So I'm going to click on that 3 lines. And when I'm finished, if you don't see it, we'll have somebody explain the iPhone way again. Then I'm going to click on friends. Then I click on see all. Okay, I see you shaking your head. Hold on. And then I click on the 3 dots at the top, and then it pops up for me at the bottom. It says view sent requests. I think some people it pops up at the top. Mine's at the bottom. So if you touch on that, there are your friend sent requests. So like right now I have 115. And then if you look next to it, it'll tell you how long ago you sent that request. I know, right, Kim? I can read. Wow, I can read her lips. Wow. So you'll see how long ago you sent it. So I just start deleting them. If they're older than 1 week, I delete them. You can decide what you want to delete. That's up to you. If there's somebody on this list that for whatever reason you really do want to be friends with, cancel the request and then immediately send it again. Because when you do that, it'll pop up at the top of their feed, and then hopefully they see it this time. Is there anybody who doesn't see where that is? Carla, you don't see it? Do you have an iPhone, Carla? Okay. So I believe, somebody stop me if I'm wrong. So you're on Facebook, not on your profile, but just on your feed. The menu button is at the bottom. Is that right? Is yours at the top? Am I saying the wrong thing when I say menu button?
No, it says menu and it is on the bottom right-hand side.
Okay, so you see it now, Carla? Okay, so, and who else said they didn't see it? Do you see it now? Okay, click on that. When I say click, I mean touch. FYI. And then, Carla, Carla, can you unmute yourself?
Okay.
Okay, what do you see after you clicked on that?
I see requests and I see your friends. Underneath that, I see people you may know.
Okay. Whoever I don't care that your name's not on here, but whoever says iPhone, can you tell her what it says when you touch on that, what the next thing she should see is?
Wait a minute. I think I figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah, when you hit request,
Then it goes to see dot. Wait.
Yeah, you have to hit the 3 dots at the top and hit view sent request.
You sent requests. Thank you. That's exactly. Thank you.
Okay. So everybody got it? Okay, great. So let's.
Okay. Let me mute myself again.
Thank you. Okay, so go ahead and start deleting. And we'll spend like 10 minutes deleting. But if when you're finished, raise your hand, because like I don't have a lot because I've been doing this regularly, but some people might have a ton and you could do this for like 2 hours. So hi, Pam, welcome. Pam, we are deleting our unanswered sent friend requests. Do you remember how to do that? Okay. Yes, ma'am. See, my mother's a sign language interpreter, so grew up in the deaf community, so I can read lips a little bit. A little bit.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Tracy,
Yes, ma'am.
quick question. This is Marcia. What's the point of deleting the request? Is it so we can eventually like friend them again? Is that why we're doing it?
It could be. So one thing that and you never know, like you're going to hear me say, if you've been on here before, have you ever heard me say I have a list of questions for Mark Zuckerberg? Okay, so that's one of the questions. But what we've been told, and we never really know because they don't give out the secret sauce, is that maybe it's like kind of like clogging stuff up. So we're just getting rid of them. And people say they have noticed a difference once they've deleted all of those, that more people are accepting their request. Can we prove it? But then also with what you said, if for whatever reason, like we're all obsessed with our phones. We all do all of our work on our phone. We're on them constantly. Other people don't. So they may have missed when you sent them a friend request because if they're just not looking or there's a lot of stuff in their feed they haven't looked at. So if you see somebody and you really do want to be friends with them, cancel the request and then immediately send it again. Then it'll pop up in the top of their feed. Somebody also mentioned last week that what they did is they kind of wrote down a list of people that they really did want to be friends with and then tried to send them a message. They may or may not see it in Messenger, but you could say, hey, you never know if they're going to see it or not, but you could try that. Does that answer your question, Marcia? Where'd she go? There you are. Okay.
It did. Thank you.
Sure. Does anybody have any older than 3 years old?
Hey, Tracy, it's Leslie. I'm sorry that Beth and I joined you a little bit late for the call tonight. What are you doing right now so we
That's
can
okay.
join
Thank you. And somebody else just asked. Okay. Never apologize for being late unless you get on at like 8:58, but we do have an after party, so stay tuned. No apologies necessary. Thank you. We are deleting or canceling unanswered friend requests. Do you know where that is, or would you like me to tell you where to find that? You're muted, Leslie.
I think I remember from last time.
Okay. So
I think I remember.
are you iPhones? And Tanya, Are you an iPhone? Okay. So down at the bottom, you should see the menu button. If you touch on that, and you're just on Facebook, you're not on your profile page, then you should see the word friends. Yeah. Okay. Touch on friends. Touch on see all. Am I going too fast? Okay. And then you'll see the 3 dots. Mine are at the top. Yours might be at the bottom because I have a Google Pixel. Mine are at the top. When you touch on that, the word view sent requests come up, or the words. Do you see that, Tanya?
No, I don't see all.
Okay.
I just have, if I click on friends, I have requests and your friends.
Do you see 3 dots anywhere?
She has to hit request first.
I have to hit what?
Requests.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then
I
she
have no
could-
new requests.
Okay.
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 And you'll
So
see the
Leslie-
3 dots on the top, right?
Okay. Got it. Okay.
You're good. Leslie and
Yep.
friend, are you good? Okay, great. And like I said, over the past week, I had or within the past couple of days, I had 2 different people say to me that they've really noticed a huge difference in what's happening as far as friend requests when they've done that. And I'll say it again, if you see somebody on there, so a couple things you can look for. If there's really somebody you wanted to be friends with for whatever reason, cancel it and then immediately send it again, because then your friend request will pop up at the top of their feed. You can also try sending a message in Messenger. They may or may not see it for obvious reasons. And then this is also a time where I check, and I'm always doing this. You know how remember when you first started driving and they were like, you got to be checking all your mirrors all the time. And I was like, I can't do that. But then you figure out how to do it, right? It becomes habit. I'm also looking for profile pictures if it's looks like another coach. So then I don't try to send that again. Louis, do you know what we're doing?
Sounds like you're removing sent friend requests that are old.
Correct.
Tracy, excuse me, how long do you let them sit there? Like, you deleting them all until what, like a week ago, 2 days?
I personally delete everything older than a week, but whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, I kind of feel like if somebody hasn't seen it in a week, they're probably not going to see it, but you never know. Because like I said, we're running a business off our cell phones. So I don't understand people who don't use their phones. I can't, I don't get it, but I don't know. So it looks like, yeah. See, I haven't finished actually. So just delete, what time is it? So we'll do this for 2 more minutes because that'll take us to 8:15. And like I said, if you haven't finished, you can keep going if you'd like, or you can, move on to the next exercise and do that later. Mr. Connolly, welcome. Do you understand what we're doing? Okay, great.
We're doing what are we starting with? A to Z commenting? I apologize, I'm late.
That's okay. No, we are deleting unaccepted sent friend requests.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
Well, I've been fortunate that all my friend requests have requested to be friends.
Say that again.
I'm actually fortunate to have literally every friend request be friends.
Well, maybe
Like,
you should
wow.
be leading this power hour.
No, I don't know why, but I'm just very fortunate, and
Are you
I tried to.
sure? Okay, who believes him? We need you to look. You don't have any on it. Look, Pam doesn't believe, Dee doesn't
Let's
believe.
go.
Okay, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I got an Android.
Excellent. Okay, at the top, you see
And?
the menu button, which is on mine, it's my profile picture, and then I like to call the cheeseburger, the 3 lines.
Hilarious.
Touch on that.
Yep.
Touch on friends.
All right, hold on, let me find that. I hit the 3 lines.
Yep, you see your profile picture with the 3 lines. Touch on that. And then you see a bunch of stuff. And then you see friends, feeds, groups.
Hold on, I want to make sure.
He's
I
faking, you guys, don't you think? He realized.
have not, I swear to God. I have, I'll tell you, this
Okay.
is great.
So, okay, friends.
I hit friends, yep.
Okay, and then you see the word see all.
2,603.
No, not are you on your page?
Well, how do I get this? I gotta make this happen because I want to make sure that I am not fibbing. So I'm on I hit my thing and it came up, all my friends were recent.
Okay, no, I think, okay, back up 1 second. Were you on your profile when you started, or were you just on Facebook feed in general?
No, so I go to my profile page.
Yeah, don't go to your profile page. Go
Okay.
to, get out of your profile and you're just in the feed.
Okay, I'm on the feed.
Okay. So now same thing, top right corner, you see your picture with the cheeseburger.
Yep,
Touch that.
okay,
Then you see the word friends.
I don't.
What do you see next?
I see, all right, I see Thomas Connolly. I have another profile picture of, because I do weddings. And I have a down arrow. So it says your profiles and pages. So now I wish I could show you.
Okay, so now I see what you're saying, like I see, okay, but so if you go look down a little bit, you don't see where it says friends?
Okay, so if I scroll down, I mean, I see my shortcuts.
Okay, below your shortcuts,
Yep.
you should see the
Oh,
word.
friends.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, touch
Listen,
on
I
that.
will listen as a male.
Touch on that.
Yep.
Now do you see, please tell me you see the word see all?
I see, this is what I have. It has, under that, it has suggestions. It has your friends. It
Correct.
has, like, for instance, Jeremiah
Yep.
Corfellow.
Go down a little bit.
see all.
You should see all.
Yep, I do.
Okay, touch on that.
Yep.
Touch the three dots in the top right. Get ready. This is where you're going to be wrong. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For 26 people watching you. Touch on the three dots.
Yep.
You popped up at the bottom. It says view sent requests.
Yes.
Touch on that and show us all your phone. What does it say?
It says 997 requests.
Everyone, come off of mute and clap.
Bravo to you.
What's
We
the oldest
forgive
one?
you. We forgive you.
That's the
The
reason,
oldest one.
I am on this call.
Yes, it is.
But
Yeah.
Tom, here's the positive. Tracy, I hope you don't mind them saying it. Tom, here's the positive, or Thomas, I apologize if is that you have 990 some people that you can swipe, get rid of get rid of those requests. And hopefully that'll open up your requests where more people will see that you're
There you
requesting.
go.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
then but you know what? It's all about how you view yourself. So good job.
So do I hit cancel? Because
Cancel.
Okay.
If for whatever reason there's somebody that you really do want to be friends with,
Mhm.
cancel it and then immediately send it again.
Awesome. Thank
And then
you.
I cancel anything older than a week.
Yep.
Totally up to you
Yeah.
what
Let's do it.
what you want to do.
I'll be
Okay.
here for a month.
Okay, so we do have an after party, so we'll all help you get through that. Okay.
Hey, Tracy.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'm curious what the oldest sent request is.
Oh, right.
It should be the one at the top, right?
Well, no, he wants to know who
No, I
has
know.
the oldest.
I know.
Oh, I'm sure I do.
It's gonna
Yeah,
take a
but-
while to get there. Okay. Okay, let's move on now that we've helped
Yeah.
Thomas.
Thank you. Very
Thomas,
humbled
you
as
keep
usual.
doing that. That's all you're allowed to do tonight.
Thank you.
Okay. Yay. Okay. 900 and something. All of my people except my friends. Everybody wants to. I'm getting you a shirt. Everyone wants to be my friend. Okay. Now that we've gotten rid of all these people, let's ask some more people to be our friends. So go ahead and do that whatever way you like. But our new favorite way is, I'm going to start on
Oh, yeah.
your feed again. Scroll, and underneath just any random post, not your post, other people's posts, you see underneath each post how many people liked it. So you see like the emojis with how many people liked or loved or whatever the post. Look for one that has like a large number. Definition of large is yours. So, I mean, you really can do like, let me find a good one. Like, here's one, today was a great day. Somebody pointed out, Pam, was it you pointed out to me, today's National Puppy Day. So there are tons of posts. and people love
Oh,
this.
yeah.
So there's a lot of likes on posts. So touch on the emojis and you see the number of people that liked it. Like this one is 83. I'm sorry, back up 1 second. First, I'm going to like the post and then I'm going to comment on the post. Cute dog. And then I'm going to touch on the number of likes. And then ta-da, you see all those add friends. Click, 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 click. Some people get cut out, some people don't. Some days I get cut out, some days I don't. When you're doing it the other way, like it eventually says you can't send any more friend requests. But this one, and what I also have done is you see how many mutual friends you have with these people. I pick the ones that I have a substantial, again, definition up to you, substantial number of friends with. Because I'm more likely to accept friend requests. I don't accept a friend request from somebody I don't have any mutual friends with. I don't do it. Because as many of you can attest to, they're probably a very, very handsome military surgeon posted in another country who wants to know where you're from and what the weather is. So we don't need to talk to those people. So just click, 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 add friend. And you can send a lot more friend requests quickly this way. So let's do that for a couple minutes. We had to spend so much time on Thomas's fib, so we're a little behind now. I apologize.
I was able to send out 400 friends requests today, doing it that way.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, Pam, you were the one of the people that told me
Yeah.
that it really worked for them.
I actually shared that on a Zoom call before this.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a question about how to do this? Did you not see what I meant? Okay. And it did seem to make a difference. A couple people said liking and commenting was the first key, first thing that you really should do. I don't know why, but that seems to make a difference. I posted a picture of my cat saying, Ivy says, screw National Puppy Day. We got a lot of likes on that one. Sorry, I like dogs too. It's a joke. Pam, close your mouth. Again, keep your eyes open for, coach profile pictures. Obviously, you want to be friends with the coaches on your team, but you can't help other coaches, so. Oh, here's one. I just came across a post that has 515 likes. It's slightly political, so I won't share what it was just in case, but it's good. And feel free at any time, like when we move on to the next exercise, if you want to continue with what you're doing, I don't know what you're doing, so knock yourself out. And if any of you are newer coaches, I haven't said this in a while because it seems like we've had a lot of repeat people. So while you're working, I'll say, one thing you should definitely have on your profile is your before and after picture. Make sure it has the disclaimer on it. The most recent disclaimers should be posted in your team page. And, ask somebody if you don't know how to put those on. And then you also, compliance wise, should have under your jobs listed that you're an opt to be a coach. That's another, it's definitely posted in my team page and Team Colchins if you don't know how to do that. And you can have multiple jobs, but you need to have that listed. And then with friends, write down today. I mean, I know I should have said this 26 minutes ago, but jot down or in your notes or screenshot, whatever you want to do, how many friends you have today. And then make a goal for yourself of how many friends you would like to add over, let's say, the next week before the next power hour. That goal's up to you. Aim high, because as Tom has just proved to us, not everyone we send our friend request to accepts it. So if you want to add 20 people, send 40 or 900. Thomas, are you going to come back next week?
No. Yes, of course. Thank God I'm a waiter. All right, so Tracy, so went back 34 weeks. And so which this is awesome. So now that those people, I guess, go back into Facebook friends somewhere.
Where, I don't know where they went, but they're gone.
It doesn't matter. But just continue to do that, because like I generally wake up, like when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I respond to all the birthday wishes, and then I generally try and friend 5 people. First thing I do, and then which is why I was surprised. It comes up on your feed like, okay, this person accepted your friend request, which is a good thing. And then when they do that, the first thing I do when I see that is I respond to 1 or 2 things on their page. Perfect. To keep them. All right.
Perfect.
I'm exhausted already. Just kidding. Now I'm trying to catch up to you guys. You were doing going where?
So now we're sending friend requests since we just deleted all those peeps. So
Okay.
go on your feed.
Yep.
Just any random post. Underneath people's posts, you see how many people liked it.
Yep.
So pick one that has a substantial number of likes.
Yeah.
You touch on those emojis. Well, I'm sorry. First, like and comment on the post. That
Yep.
seems to be a key part.
Mm-hmm.
And then touch on where, the number of people that liked it.
Yep.
And then you'll see all those people will come up, and you see in blue, add friend.
Yep. Okay. So
you
that's
can
what you want to friend.
Do. Like before, like the other way we did it, which there's nothing wrong with doing that way. This just gets you, like Pam said, she sent 400 friend requests today. Normally Facebook will cut you off at some point. So this seems to be, although in 2 weeks, this probably won't work anymore, because Zuckerberg right now is like, Tracy Neville's telling all these people, we gotta change things. You should be able to send more requests.
Okay.
And
Awesome,
again,
thank you.
always looking for the infamous before and after picture, and we don't want to friend those people.
Okay, so doing this to find friends. I put one up today about my puppy, right? and it was 3 hours ago. I've got 76 likes or loves. If I were somebody doing this and I, wasn't another coach, I'd be like, or add friend, add friend, add friend.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Excellent. Okay, so when you get to a good stopping point, like I said, if you want to keep going, because you're probably so excited how many friend requests you can send right now. Isn't that great? I didn't make this up. Somebody, I don't know, it's probably been a month now, another coach just put up a random video in Facebook saying, I think I found the workaround, and it seems to be working. So, and it's faster. Even, you can just do so many more. Okay, so when you get to a good stopping point, if you want, we will move on. Still playing with our friends. So we deleted a bunch of people. We've now sent a bunch of friend requests. As we know, it's great that we've made these friends, but we want to bring them to our pages. So now we're going to go to your profile on your page and scroll down to where it says friends and how many friends you have. And we're going to touch on that. And then we should see the words all in recent. If you touch on the word recent, ta-da, there are your recently added friends. So I'm going to just start at the top and I'm going to touch on each person. I'm going to go to their profile. You can do one of two things. You can like and comment on their profile picture. That's very fast because it's right there at the top. So say, a couple words, great picture, whatever, depending on what the picture is. I try to ask a question if you can. So like if somebody, if it's a picture, like a sunset, for example, I say, beautiful picture, where was that taken? And then hopefully you can start a conversation that way. Or you can scroll down and comment on one of their posts. I don't go I don't spend a lot of time because I don't want to, waste time deciding which is the perfect post to comment on, which is why I do the like and comment on the profile pic. If you have already, you'll know that you already liked and commented on this person's profile picture because the thumb will be blue. It's white before you touch it, then it turns blue. So if it's blue, you can either skip it. It's up to you. You can skip that person, or you can do what I just said and just comment on a post. And I'm now reading everyone's mind. Doesn't matter how old the profile picture was. If it says this person put up this profile picture 3 years ago, so what? Doesn't matter. Still say you like it. When you're scrolling on their page, if you've decided to go down and scroll, if they haven't been active on Facebook, this is a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other opinion. So I will let you decide. Like I said, some people are like, oh, they're not active, so I'm not gonna do anything with them. I'm not gonna work with this person. Fine, that's fine. I also sometimes think just because somebody's not active doesn't mean they're not scrolling and looking at your stuff. I change my profile picture all the time. Some people don't. So don't necessarily write those people off, but you can if you want to. So like I said, we became friends with them, which is great, but now we want to comment on something so it brings you together. Anybody have a question about how to do that? How to find your recent?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you friend people who don't need it?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
100%. I don't even look at, yes,
Okay.
I friend people who I think need it, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm not even looking at that when I'm sending the friend request. I'm just clicking. So I mean, we used to back in the day, like I would send a message and say, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. In case you didn't know, I'm a health coach, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that anymore. But yes, I absolutely, because you never know, Pam. Maybe they don't, but maybe somebody in their world does. Maybe their kid, their spouse, their coworker. I mean, you never know.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm not sure who it was, but one or two people just came on. Do you understand? If you don't understand the exercise we're doing, please ask and I'll re-explain. But we're reaching out to our recently added friends. So hopefully you have a long list. So let's do this for like 9 more minutes, which will bring us to 8:45. I like those 15-minute increments, if you couldn't tell. And then we'll do A to Z commenting. And then it's the after party. And I'm going to stop recording at 9 o'clock. Just so you know. This is where I will also delete people, like unfriend them if when I'm looking at their profile picture or their profile, if I see something, whatever, that I don't care for, then I'll just unfriend them.
I just got 3 acceptance of my friend request while we're sitting here.
Beautiful.
But I sent out more than that too. Not all my requests say yes, like some people.
To be the bearer of bad news and the embarrassment and rejection that I just suffered, which I love. I hate to say it, but all those requests started winding back up in that, in all those unfriended friends, So that's where they go.
What do you say that again? Where do they go?
They went back onto my, like those add friends
on
okay. Your page.
Okay. Oh, thank
which
you.
is
Okay.
fair.
I didn't know where they went. Okay.
I wish they went somewhere else because now I'm hurt to ask them to be my friend again.
I wouldn't if I were you. I wouldn't ask.
Let's go. I'm glad I could be the subject today.
Thomas, are you going to convention?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk before then because I'm going to bring you a shirt.
Please. Yes. I want the shirt.
Okay.
Last year, Tracy made us put a one in the chat shirts and we all wore them proudly.
Let's go. I love it.
Jess, I have a new one for you this year.
I'm scared, but
should
I'll
be.
wear it. I'll wear it.
I need to start an Etsy shop.
We can team up.
I have a friend who does those. If you need somebody.
No, you need me. You need me now. I just ordered mine off of Etsy and they were
my
amazing
friend
quality.
does it, so why can't you help my friend?
I have 5 friends that do it.
Okay,
This
well,
girl is part of Optavia though. Would you turn down Optavia? Hey.
Tracy, can you say again what you say to them? So you like their their profile picture. You make a comment on the profile picture
Yes.
and ask a question there or in message.
If I can, like, depending on the picture, like the example I gave, like if somebody put up like a beach picture, I'll say, I'll like it. And then I'll say, you know, beautiful picture. Where was that?
Okay.
Or something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then I mean, 9 out of 10 times people respond to my question. You don't have to do a question, but it's just, you know, conversation, building relationships. And the picture might not be something you can even ask a question about. So. Okay, so it's 8:44, so get to a good stopping point or keep going if you like. And we will move on to, can't say dealer's choice because I would be the dealer, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 choices. A to Z commenting or thanking the likes for the next 15 minutes. So, and I'll explain both just to be on the safe side. A to Z commenting. D votes for A to Z. Okay, you go, D, go. So I did, let me say this real quick about A to Z commenting. I did, and I think I might have told you this last week because it was last Thursday. I did a Zoom with Susie Heyman and I was like, I'm doing all the things. I do all the things. And she was like, do more A to Z commenting. So I have been. So if you've already been doing this, just pick up where, you know, the last place you left off. Or if you haven't done this before, if you go to, you know, you're on your profile, click where it says friends and how many friends you have. And then ta-da, there are your friends in alphabetical order by first name. Zuckerberg question, why by first name? And then I just start at the top. Click on it. I go, you can like and comment on their profile picture, or, you know, you can comment on a post. And then I just keep going. When you're finished, you think you're gonna, if you're gonna do this again tomorrow, you think you're gonna remember where you left off. I promise you, you won't. So either write it down or take a screenshot or put it in your notes or whatever, so you know where you left off. And what I've been doing, and obviously the amount of time you're gonna spend is gonna vary, but you know, I mean, right now we're setting timers, but I will just, like, when I started with A, I was like, I'm not stopping till I finish the A's. And it actually wasn't that long. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody, but then if you want to thank the likes, which has been a huge game changer, on your posts, on your page, it can be program or non-program related. Like Pam was saying, she had 70 some people that liked her picture or her post earlier, but she may not, all those people might not have actually left a comment. So we don't want to ignore the people that just liked our post but didn't comment. So, because you're missing out on a whole audience, because not everybody comments. So if you look at the bottom of one of your posts, you'll see how many people liked it and how many people commented on it. So like Ivy's post from earlier saying screw National Puppy Day got 42 likes, 10 comments. So I'm going to touch on the emojis with a number next to it. That's going to be at the top again. I'm going to touch on it there. And then they're all the people that liked or loved or whatever my post. So I'm going to touch on each person. I'm going to send them a message in Messenger and say something like, you know, whatever, depending on the post, like, thanks for liking my post. I was so glad your name popped up, or how are you? Or Ivy says, thanks for liking her picture, you know, whatever. Try to throw a question in again, depending on what the post was. If it was a program related post, you know, you can say whatever you're comfortable with or whatever, you know, your mentors say, you know, thanks for, I used to have the standard, thanks for liking my post. If you or anyone you know is looking to get healthy, I would love to help them. Please reach out. We've kind of changed that. If you're going to send the same message to everyone, that's fine. Hold your finger on it, copy it, and then just paste, paste, paste. You don't have to retype the comment every time. Okay, so for 10 minutes, you can A to Z or thank the likes, or you can split it up, whatever you want to do. Does anybody have any questions about how to do it, either one of those? Or have something to share, maybe like a comment that you, or a message that you send a lot that seems to get good response. Or does not. I'm doing the A to Z commenting because I've always done the thank the likes, and that's fine. That's a great thing to do. I'm not saying don't do it, but I've gotten a lot more communication with the A to Z commenting. Like today's Thursday, it's almost Friday. So I will say to people, you know, hey, like last week, all I said was have a great weekend. No question. And I got so many responses. Thanks, you too. And even if it didn't, like, you know, keep going, but a lot of people responded. So I was happy to see that.
So I get confused, not confused, excuse me. So today I also put up an interaction post and it's been really great. I put, tell me a word that drives you crazy when it's pronounced wrong. So like, you know, especially pronounced especially, or ask me instead of ask me.
Okay.
I have gotten 158 comments.
That's fantastic.
Only 13 likes. Wait, now I have to change that because I've commented back to a lot of them.
Okay. Okay.
But let's say 100 comments. And it's been pretty great. And you know what else I find? When I do something like that, my friends comment on a friend they don't know's post. And I think that interaction is great.
Yeah, I love when you see two people, like I'll comment and then somebody else. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So, you know, but finding an interaction post sometimes it's just like, ooh, I saw one and I'm like, I'm using that.
That's a great one. And I know you're already doing this, but I respond to every single
one.
Even
Absolutely.
if 10 people say the same thing, I still respond.
And you don't have to do it all in one day, because, you know, 3-4 days later, when I comment, it brings that post back up and new people start commenting. So,
and I don't know, Kim, if you do this, but when I do an engagement post, if people immediately start commenting, I don't immediately start responding. I let it sit.
Let them think that you're out doing something fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there, can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I had one for you all. I did a post last week. It was a picture of a loaf of bread, sliced, you know, loaf of bread. And the question was, what do you call the end pieces?
Oh,
I had more ridiculous, crazy, funny conversations about what people call
a heel. What other?
The heel, the butt, gravy soaker. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Wow.
It was by far the most interactive post I've had in probably a year.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay. Okay, let's do this.
The other
That's
one,
amazing.
if y'all want to try it, the other one that was a really good one for me at the beginning of the year was real simple. Android or iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Everybody has an opinion about that. So I thought I'd throw that in there because those two posts were at least 50 conversations each for me.
I don't have a loaf of bread in my house. So did you just pull a picture up off of?
Yeah, I just pulled a picture up and then like had pic collage, and I just put like, what do you call this?
Right.
Okay, so let's all do this because I know you're all coming back next week.
It's probably on my page, even if you want to steal it.
All put up the bread engagement post.
Okay.
And we'll see. We'll have not a contest, but just for fun, because Thomas will probably win. How many responses you get? And then
he looks like a puppy.
And then next week, let's see, just, you know, who got, you know, how many responses everybody got. Oh,
no, I have bread, but I use the Chompies bread. Have you guys ever had that?
Chompies, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
You know, I write down how many friends I have when I get on here every week. I can't find my doggone notebook, but dang it. So I'm going to write it down.
So maybe put it in the notes section of your phone, or you know what I do? I don't know where the notes section is on my phone. I send myself a text. I have all kinds of stuff in my
screenshot it.
Tracy Neville recipes or like pictures or whatever. I send it to myself.
I like that.
So how are we posting that question about the bread? What do we do with the end parts of the bread?
What do you call the end part? Like, what do you call it, Thomas? What's the bottom? What do you call it?
You know, as a waiter, I have no idea.
It's the heel. In my house, it's the heel.
Okay.
My
We'll find out
granddaughter,
next week.
Right. My granddaughter calls it the butt.
Okay.
My mom and my other mom and I all like the butt of the bread.
I
She's
don't.
6.
Don't
Oh
give
yeah,
me
I
the
do.
heel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I always threw the heel away. Or I went to the birds.
I give it to the birds.
But when you throw it away or you use it, the next piece gets hard.
Oh yeah.
Well, I always left
know
it
what
to
I mean?
the end of the bread, so I always ate from the middle out.
Yeah. Well, who eats bread now?
Well, like I said, I eat the
Oprah.
chunkies, or
Oprah
I eat the cauliflower thins.
Yeah.
There you go. But this is just an engagement post. We're not
Yeah.
actually eating the bread.
Right. It was just an engagement. It was a fun post.
That's
It really
a
was a
good
fun
one.
post.
We always on our team coaching page, we always share, engagement posts. And some, like, you got a ton of, I might get crickets.
Right.
That's why I kind of want to see what everybody gets.
Sit down.
What was Kim, what was yours again?
Yes.
Ursula, wake up.
It was about if there's a word that
Tell
you don't
me a word that drives you crazy when it's pronounced wrong.
I knew it.
I mean, I've gotten some good ones, and I've had some other people, like somebody from another country that I'm in a craft group with. Oh, well, over the pond. And they're like, no, we understand that you don't live here. It's like in the South.
Yeah.
I have a friend who says zinc. Now, what does zinc sound to you?
What? Say it again.
Zinc.
It's you take when you're getting a cold. Zinc.
Thank you. This friend
Where
lives
you
in
go when you
Maryland.
need to wash the dishes.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yes.
zinc.
Louis,
Oh.
it's, and I'm like, excuse me, whatever.
Kim.
But the acts.
Kim, you're always on the after party, so I want you to read us some of the at 9 o'clock. I want you to read us some of the responses when we're finished. So
I can do that.
So we have like a couple minutes left. So I hope that you found some gold in this power hour. We all know Thomas. See, yeah, look, he's already smiling. So, I'm not your mom. My suggestion, however, is that we call it power hour. You do not have to spend 60 minutes in a row. If you want to, great. If you can do that, fantastic. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Like Thomas, you're the star. Can I put like some spotlight on you? Like every morning when he wakes up, he adds 5 friends. You can break it up. So if you work other jobs, if you have kids, you can be sitting in carpool line and you can add friends. You could be standing in line at Costco, you can add friends or whatever. But I promise you, the more time you spend, the more benefit you're going to get out of it. So the goal, you just have to do it every day. I mean, you just do. You just have to.
I've been in a funk, I admit.
And that's fine, but you're not going to be in a funk tomorrow because we just pumped you up. So
that's why I'm here.
So keep it going.
Yep.
So thank you all for getting on. Hope to see you next week. People asked me to record this. So I did, and I'm going to end that now, but I'm going to hold on. Hold.